I want to share with you how I set myself up to be virtually a guaranteed millionaire investing in the stock market in my early 20s. Now, on the side right here is my dividend growth portfolio with Robinhood. It's valued at roughly $180,000. And no, this is not mom and daddy's money that I inherited. This is money that I built one single dollar at a time, starting with a job that paid me just $12 per hour. Now, let's do a quick little prediction and plug in this data into Investopedia's compound interest calculator. It shows us a value of $1,052,000 in just roughly 15 short years. And that is assuming that I contribute absolutely $0 of my own paycheck, and all I have to do is just reinvest the dividends every single month like I do on these videos on YouTube every week. So at this point in my life, I can just sit back, relax, and be virtually guaranteed to become a millionaire. And if that doesn't sound impressive, then consider the fact that I set myself up for success in just 5 short working years. And I did it all on a salary that was $40,000 a year on average, which is about $20 an hour. And if you're saying to yourself, $1 million is not going to be worth as much in 15 years, well, consider this. That $1 million, not only will it be worth over $1 million, but it'll also be paying me roughly $46,000 per year for the rest of my life without even touching that $1 million, and that will only increase. And get this, I can potentially get paid that amount tax free. And I did it all as an immigrant to the United States. I didn't learn any of this stuff from my parents. I didn't go to college. I don't have a degree, and I did it all as a millennial. What more social proof do you need? I do want to say that the information inside this video is completely free. There's no sales course or product I want to sell you at the end of this video. If you make it all the way till the end, that is your decision. I make these videos because I absolutely love making YouTube videos and teaching people how to get started with investing, because when I got started, I was so overwhelmed and I had so many questions, and investing is actually super easy. So if you guys make it all the way until the end of this video, drop a comment down below and let me know just how much this has changed your life. And really all I ask for is that you guys click that like button and let me know. It allows me to make more of these videos to help people. So with that said, let's get started. Roll intro. Hey guys, my name is Andre Jick. Welcome back. Happy Monday, frugal people. And this is how this video is going to be broken down. So step number 1 is going to be me showing you my dividend income. Full transparency, full disclosure. I want you to see how I'm making this money and how I'm building my inevitable $1 million portfolio. And then step number 2, we're going to buy a stock. I'm literally going to show you what I'm buying. And then in the third step, we're going to use that data to plug it into a spreadsheet so that we can keep track of everything. Let's start building some passive income and creating riches and wealth for your family, for yourself, for generations to come. We're going to do this by doing something called dividend growth investing. So the goal of DGI is very simple. Get as many high quality companies and their CEOs and all their employees to work for us while we sleep. The trick is which companies, right? And when do we buy them? So I get this question a lot, and normally I answer to every one of your guys' questions except for this one. Andre, what do you think of stock XYZ? There's just simply not enough time in my day to respond and do the quantitative analysis for everybody. Remember when you were in school and you didn't do your homework? Hey Bob, what did you get for number 1 to 30? Yeah, I got the same. So I don't want to be that guy. So I've got something better for you. Every time I mention a dividend paying company, I will create a star system for rating how cheap or expensive a stock is. And this will be labeled 1 to 5. So a stock that is rated at 1 star is extremely expensive. And then 3 stars is something that is fair value. And then 5 stars is something that is heavily discounted. Now, I don't want you to use this star system as your sole decision for what to invest your money in, but it is a good place as a place to kind of start and look for as an inspiration. So this is heavily borrowed from Morningstar's rating system. And again, this is not something you just want to use once and be like, okay, I'm going to buy this stock because Andre said it's a 5. I want you to just use it as a springboard to do a little bit more of your own research and see if this is something you want to add to your portfolio or not. But I hope that answers some of the questions when you guys ask ask me, what do you guys think of stock XYZ? So again, can't answer all of them, but having said that, let's dive right in and I'll show you guys exactly all the companies that paid me. Let's go. So the first company that paid me is actually Bodily Fluids, or GIS. GIS? Anyway, Jizz paid me $22.05 based on 45 shares. Not bad. And then the same day, AT&T paid me $52.53. That's pretty nice considering that's a phone bill right there. But because I'm frugal, my phone bill is actually $15 per month. So that's actually close to 4 months of phone bills paid off. Thanks AT&T for being useful. And then I slept. 24 hours happened like a time lapse, and on August 2nd, I got paid again by CVS, and they sent me an $8 dividend based on 16 shares. And I can't think of any new CVS jokes, so I'll just reuse an old one. It's coming. Hold on, I'm getting to it. It's almost there. All right. Their receipts are very long. They are also on discount with a 5-star rating by Morningstar. Now I had to wait a week before the next paycheck, and I got paid on August 9th. So I got $16.20 by CZNC, and that was from 60 shares of owning that company, and only $3.90 from American Express because I only own 10 shares. I need more AXP shares, but both of these companies are neither expensive nor cheap. They are in the 3-star range, so fairly valued. And as Warren Buffett said, it is better to buy a great value company at a fair price than a fair value company at a great price. Really interesting philosophy. I tend to agree. And then on August 12th, I got paid 77 cents for owning 1 share of TXN. And then on August 13th, I got paid by, oh my God, we have a controversial one. BTI, British American Tobacco. I know there's gonna be at least one comment down below like,
he knows what he's doing is wrong.
And they paid me $24.42 for 40 shares. I got another 2 paychecks on August 14th, one from OKE for $45 and owning 51 shares, and then another one for National Grid, or NGG, for $60.17 for owning 30 shares. And then I got paid 50-cent style. That's right, like the rapper, because I got paid not once or twice or 3 times, but I got paid 9 times. 9 times. For those of you guys who are old enough to get that reused reference. So here are the 9 companies that paid me. So the first one is NNN, paid me $12.88 for owning 25 shares. Right now, NNN is considered overvalued. That's a 1-star. And then AbbVie, which is a darling stock company for many dividend investors, they paid me $21.40 for owning just 20 shares. They are rated 5 stars right now, so they are heavily discounted, so maybe something to look into. Another one is KMI, and they paid $15 for 60 shares, and it's currently fair valued at 3. And then Stag, which is completely unrelated to Harry Potter's Expecto Patronum, paid me just $5.96 for owning 50 shares. They're 4 stars. And then OHI, Omega Healthcare Investors, which is a REIT, paid a whopping $43.56 for 66 shares. And then HRL, or Hormel Foods, paid $2.10 for 10 shares. And then O Realty, a common favorite REIT amongst dividend investors as well, paid $10.65. It's a little overvalued though, I wouldn't buy it right now. And then SKT, $8.88. It's a retail REIT that owns a lot of malls in both Canada and the United States. Fair value right now. And the last one, the 9th company that paid me that day, is $24.64 from Apple, from 32 shares. I still never got that Apple Watch, but I got something way cooler off of Kickstarter. Couldn't resist, can't wait to show you guys. 2 days later, Well paid us well for owning 31 shares, $26.97. And the last 3 paychecks I got in August 30th were from Williams Sonoma. They sent me an $8.64 check for 18 shares. And then CLDT for 160 shares paid me $17.60. And then lastly, Siri with a strong finish, 8 pennies. I can't complain though, because I got that stock for free. This brings the total monthly income to $456, not counting any dividend increases for the month of August, which were $14. So you're saying to yourself, okay, $14 for the rest of the year, that's not that much, Andre. But actually, if you were to look at that $14 as a dividend stock that yields 3.5% dividends, that's actually $400 of money that I didn't have to invest that I got just for the month of August, which is, again, crazy when you think about it like that. So that brings the real total income to something closer to $856. Okay, so now scene change back to this one again, and now we're at step number 2, which is buying a stock. So I will use that money that I just earned to reinvest it back into the portfolio, and that's what gets this snowball rolling and gets me so much more money. So the stock in question that I'm buying right here is EMN, or Eastman Chemical. Now I bought 7 shares at $61.48. Now, believe it or not, I was down on it 12%. And anytime I see a stock of mine that is down 10% or more, I'll generally take a look at it and maybe average in. So sometimes people ask me, well, Andre, how come you don't have stop losses then? And by the way, if you're not familiar with what a stop loss is, it's basically an amount that you set on each stock that you buy, where if it reaches a certain threshold, like let's say you bought a stock at $70, but then it goes down to $60, you can have an automatic option that will sell that stock so as to prevent you from losing more money, which makes perfect sense, right? Like, it's a very sensible thing to do. Except when we're doing something like long-term dividend growth investing, sometimes they dip more than 10%, and that will trigger a sale. And when it does, you can potentially start to lose money when that stock inevitably recovers the next day, and then you're just left chasing the stock at a higher price point. That's why I don't generally like stop losses, because I'd like to invest in high quality companies, and these companies are gonna be around for a very long time. These aren't companies that just come along once, create some product, and disappear. And so I spent $430 to buy 7 of them, which adds $17.36 to my annual income. Let's keep track of it and go to step number 3, plugging it into a spreadsheet, and see what that looks like. So step 1, obtain currency. Step 2, obtain female. Just kidding, don't do that. Let's open up our spreadsheets and just plug in the data instead. That sounds better.
Don't do that. Do that.
Corey just said do that. I have her green light. Okay. Let's plug in our dividend spreadsheet. Now, I used to use Apple Numbers, but now I'm using Google Sheets. It's applicable across all platforms. And this has a few new features that I'm so excited about. So check this out. We're gonna go to the symbol and we're gonna type in EMN, right? This is what stock we bought. And if I hit tab, look at that, automatically populates a lot of the information, but we're not done yet. So I have 10 shares at an average cost of $64.23 at this point, and hit enter. And would you look at that, everything gets populated, the average cost, the market price, the cost basis. You can see my gain and loss. I already have gained $11, not bad. And the most exciting feature is that it tells me how many times I get paid, as well as the X date. This is the date by which it's too late to own this stock. You need to own it the day before to get its dividend. And then it'll also show you the payment date. So what's cool is, for example, if I enter Apple for you guys and do its stock, so AAPL, hit tab, and let's say I have 10 shares, and hit tab again. Let's say my average price was $200, whatever. Look at that. When it is this month, so Apple was this month on August 15th, then you could see that it highlights in yellow, so it just tells me and reminds me, hey, by the way, these companies are gonna pay you this month. And again, the frequency, number 4, denotes that it is quarterly, which is so cool. And then when I go to dividend income, I will put to August, I will put exactly how much I got paid, which was $456, and hit enter, and it creates this tab for me. But if I go to my diversification page, you guys can see it breaks it up into this pretty little pie chart that shows me exactly what my weightings are in each company. That way I don't have too many into one stock. And I think it's just the coolest thing ever. Just kind of wanted to show off. So at this point, if you guys have made it this far, congratulations, you know more than 99% of people. But having said that, before I get any flack or any hate on how I got to my $1 million and what assumptions did I make to get to this point, I just want to show you that these are the numbers that I used. So I used the Investopedia compound interest calculator, and these are the numbers. I started with an initial investment of $180,000, which is my portfolio, and then I'm gonna reinvest my dividends at roughly $550 a month, which is exactly how much I'm getting paid right now. And we're gonna assume a dividend growth rate of 6%, which I think is pretty conservative across my portfolio, a dividend yield of 4%, which is what my portfolio is doing right now, reinvested for 16 years with an assumed inflation rate of 2%, and we're going to assume a growth rate of share price at only 5%, and the current age is 30. And if you're a nerd like me and you really want to know why is Andre buying, I need reasons, I need reasoning, and that is all on my Patreon page. But like I said, guys, I don't want to turn this into a sales pitch. I told you it wasn't. In fact, I just made a video recently called Broke at 50, What to Do. And one of the biggest pieces of advice I gave on that video was cut your unnecessary expenses, and my Patreon was at the top of that list. So if you guys are supporting my work, thank you so much. It allows me to make these YouTube videos, and I think it's the coolest thing ever. I never thought I would get to this point where I'm fortunate enough to be able to make these videos to help people and make a modest living doing it. That is super cool to me. So having said that, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Click that like button if you haven't already, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all on Friday, and then on Monday again, and then on Friday, and then on Monday. You guys get the idea. Love you all. Bye.